You won't believe what happened after the Hungarian GP. Red Bull has banned Max Verstappen. That's right, banned from doing one of the things he loves most. Hold on, I'll explain everything. After a tough weekend in Hungary where Red Bull couldn't show its usual dominance, things got tense. As if that wasn't enough, Verstappen will also face a penalty in the next GP at Spa. But what about Checo? Could the Mexican be on his way out of the team? Stick with me and I'll tell you all the details. In this video, we'll discuss the bans Red Bull is imposing on Max, the car's issues, the upcoming penalties, and of course, everything about Checo's future with the team. Grab some popcorn because things are heating up. Let's start with the bombshell. Verstappen is banned from doing simulations before races. That's right, folks. The Flying Dutchman, known for being a whiz not just in F1 but also in online racing, now has to take a break from this fun. It all started when Max decided to participate in a simulation race until the wee hours of the night before the Hungarian GP. The problem? The next day we all know what happened. An irritated, frustrated Max who left complaining about everything and everyone. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor who keeps an eye on everything, wasn't happy about this at all. He said, "We agreed that he wouldn't do late-night simulations anymore in the future. In other words, no more simulators on the eve of the race." But wait, it's not like Max was sleep-deprived. Marko even defended the driver, saying that he has a different sleep rhythm and managed to get his 7 hours of sleep. Still, Red Bull wants total focus on the races, no distractions. Now you might be wondering, but wait, isn't Max an adult? Why is Red Bull controlling what he does in his free time? Well, folks, it's serious business. The team invests millions in the championship, and any little thing can make the difference between winning and losing. Just imagine you're fighting for the world title. Every point is precious, and suddenly your star driver shows up tired because he was playing video games all night. That would make any team boss pull their hair out, wouldn't it? Now, talking about Red Bull's performance in Hungary, what a struggle. The team that was flying on all tracks suddenly found themselves fighting to reach the podium. Helmut Marko didn't hold back. The updates might not be exactly as we expected. Translation: the new car isn't performing as it should. And it's not just about performance, it's that operating window story we always hear in F1. Christian Horner, the team boss, explained it better. "I think their car, McLaren's, is in a better window than ours at the moment, perhaps easier or more forgiving." In other words, the RB20 is very sensitive and hard to get right. A little change in temperature and everything goes sideways. And Max, well, he's not happy at all with this. After the race, he even joked that he should install the pit wall software in his car. It's clear the team's strategy isn't pleasing the Dutchman either, but let's better understand this operating window story. In F1, it's not enough to have a fast car. It needs to be fast under different conditions. Hot track, cold track, new tires, old tires. The wider this window, the easier it is for the driver to extract the maximum from the car. Red Bull's problem is that this window is very narrow. On a track like Hungary, where the temperature changes a lot between practice and the race, this turned into a nightmare for the engineers. They had to perform acrobatics to try to keep the car competitive, and it doesn't stop there. Max even complained about the strategy during the race. He said, "The strategy was very bad. We have all the information. Maybe I have to put this in the car and do it myself." When the driver starts questioning the team's decisions, things get tense. But Red Bull's headache doesn't stop there, my friends. Verstappen will have to serve a penalty at the next GP in Belgium. Here's the deal. Max's car engine is already at its limit. He has used the 4 engines allowed for the season. Now, to avoid the risk of a breakdown in the middle of an important race, the team decided to change the engine at Spa. The result? A 10-place grid penalty. That's right, Max will start 10 positions behind where he qualifies. But don't count the Dutchman out of the fight. In the last 2 years, even starting from the back due to penalties, he won the race at Spa. Can he do it again? Now let's talk a bit about Red Bull's strategy. Why change the engine at Spa? Well, it's no coincidence. Spa-Francorchamps is a circuit known for its overtaking opportunities. If you have to serve a grid penalty, it's better to do it on a track where you can recover positions, right? Additionally, there's the reliability issue. Red Bull has had some technical problems this year, which didn't happen much last season. For example, in Canada, the energy recovery system in Max's car failed during free practice. In Australia, it was a problem with the rear brakes that forced a retirement. So changing the engine now is a way to be cautious. Better to lose some positions on the grid than to risk a retirement in the middle of a crucial race for the championship, right? And what about Perez's situation? He's in a more delicate spot than a tightrope walker. After a promising start to the season, Perez has spiraled into poor results, leaving Red Bull on edge. The problem is that McLaren is coming on strong. At the Hungarian GP, they scored a 1-2 finish that must have frustrated the Red Bull team. With Checo not scoring consistently, Red Bull is becoming vulnerable in the Constructors' Championship, but not all is lost for the Mexican. During the Hungarian Grand Prix, Sergio Perez showcased his impressive talent with a remarkable recovery drive, climbing from 16th on the grid to finish in a strong 7th place. His performance drew praise from Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, who commended Perez for his exceptional racecraft and successful execution of the team's strategy. However, while this display of skill and determination was certainly commendable, the question remains, is it enough for Red Bull to maintain their lead in the Constructors' Championship? In the intense battle against their rivals, McLaren, Red Bull relies on having two strong drivers who can consistently score points and contribute to the team's overall success. While Max Verstappen continues to shine as the team's leading driver, Perez must also step up and deliver consistent performances if they are to secure the Constructors' title. It is not sufficient for Perez to rely solely on occasional standout races. In the competitive world of Formula One, reliability and consistency are crucial components for achieving championship success. As the season progresses, Perez faces the challenge of proving his worth as a valuable asset to the team. With the championship hanging in the balance, every point and position gained on the track becomes increasingly significant. Red Bull's hopes for securing the Constructors' title rest not only on Verstappen's exemplary skills, but also on Perez's ability to consistently deliver strong performances and contribute to the team's overall success. Only through a unified and formidable effort from both drivers can Red Bull hope to fend off their rivals and emerge victorious in the quest for championship glory. Checo's partnership with Max Verstappen has been crucial for his development at Red Bull Racing. Verstappen has shown his support for Checo by providing guidance and assistance, especially when it comes to understanding the car's setup. Their friendship off the track has translated into a valuable working relationship on the track. However, in the competitive world of Formula One, results ultimately speak the loudest. The pressure is mounting for Checo, as Helmut Marko has made it clear that decisions about his future will be made following the race at Spa. Red Bull Racing is known for its no-nonsense approach when it comes to driver selections, and Checo is well aware of the high stakes. Despite his best efforts, if Checo fails to deliver the desired results, his time at Red Bull Racing, rumors have already begun swirling about potential replacements for Checo. Daniel Ricciardo, a familiar face to the team, is being considered as a short-term option due to his experience and familiarity with Red Bull Racing. On the other hand, up-and-coming talent like Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda are also on the radar. While Lawson is seen as a more long-term prospect, Tsunoda's recent strong performances have not gone unnoticed by the team. As the summer break looms, the future for Checo at Red Bull Racing remains uncertain. It will be a critical period for him to showcase his abilities and secure his place within the team. The pressure is on, and only time will tell what the outcome will be for the Mexican driver. Red Bull Racing is facing a pivotal moment in their Formula One season as they work tirelessly to address the issues plaguing their car. With the team acknowledging that their car needs more time to mature, fans are eagerly anticipating a possible turnaround in the upcoming races. The question on everyone's mind is whether Red Bull will be able to make the necessary changes in time to compete at the highest level. Furthermore, speculation is rife about who will be partnering Max Verstappen in the Red Bull Racing team next year. Will it be a seasoned veteran or a rising star from the junior ranks? The uncertainty surrounding the driver lineup adds an extra layer of excitement to the upcoming races. As the F1 season progresses, the next few weeks promise to be full of action both on and off the track. While the summer break may lack races, it is sure to be filled with behind-the-scenes drama as teams strategize and prepare for the second half of the season.